Sooner, everybody. My name's Harry James. Well, I was afraid that was going to happen yesterday, as Gundy doesn't always win against Oklahoma, but you know what? He always brings out his best, particularly when the Oklahoma State Cowboys are 21-point underdogs on the road. But you know what? He did everything he could to try to push their team to victory, including going after a 2-point conversion that came up just short, as the Sooners win a Bedlam game in Wild Way. It's a place of uproar and confusion. You had plenty of that yesterday, but the most important part is 48-47 Sooners, and our Big 12 championship hopes still alive. Tell you how it happened next. Boomer Sooner 1982, don't go away! Welcome back to the show, everybody. My name's Harry James. And to talk about the meaning, if you go look up Bedlam in the dictionary, it's exactly what it is. It's a place of uproar and mass confusion. And there was plenty of that yesterday, from the players to the fans to both sidelines. Everything was crazy the other day. The most encouraging factor for a Sooner fan is the victory. 48-47. Here's how it happened. We'll start with the statistical advantages. The corn dog, Taylor Cornelius for Oklahoma State, passed for 501 yards, 3 touchdowns. He didn't have an interception. His longest completion of the night was a 49-yard pass. For Oklahoma, it's all about the Kyler Murray, the baseball stud, now proving that he's a stud also on the football field. Passed for 349 yards, did have the touchdown, didn't have an interception. His longest completion of the night was a 51-yard bomb. For the Sooners, the rushing attack, it was all about Chuba Hubbard. 22 carries, 104, 3 touchdowns. His longest run of the night was 18 yards. And for Oklahoma, their power back, Trey Sermon, 16 attempts on carries, 124, 2 touchdowns, and got half of the 124 on 1 carry. In fact, his first carry from the game went for 60. That was his longest run of the night. Receiving wise, for Oklahoma State, Tyron Johnson was pretty good. Number 13, Tyron Johnson, 11 catches, a $128 and a touchdown. His longest completion was 31 yards. And for Oklahoma, the Belichnikov should be in the Belichnikov awards. Could very well be gone after the season's over. Could. Number 5, Marquise Hollywood Brown, 5 catches, a $142, did have the touchdown. His longest completion of the night, 51 yards. Was the longest reception, I'm sorry. Defensively, you don't have a lot of defense in a 48-49 or a 48-49 game. Is that what it was? Or 48-47 game? But eventually, you got to play defense. You got to get a stop. And for Oklahoma State, it was all about getting that stop from number 20, Malcolm Rodriguez. 12 tackles. Didn't have a forced fumble recovered, or an interception. He has the position of safety. Oklahoma, though, the other Murray was fantastic again. That's Kenneth Murray. 11 tackles. Didn't have a fumble forced. Did have a fumble recovery. And didn't have an interception. The fumble recovery part really helped the Sooners. We'll get more into that later. Before that, we'll go to the special teams, where it was all about the kickers. Matt Amendola, 0 for 1. 0%. 0 along. His miss was from 41 yards out. Well, he did that. Seibert did the other part. 2 for 2 for 100%. His field goals from 22 and a long of 36 yards. The punting statistics for Oklahoma and Oklahoma State. Oklahoma State will start with 59 Matt Huckett. 3 attempts for 38.0 in average, 43 along, 0 landed inside the 20-yard line. Did, however, have 3 touchbacks. While Seibert does both sets for the Sooners, punting and kicking, and didn't have a bad punting night either. 3 attempts, averaging 36.7 in average, 44 along, 0 landed inside the 20-yard line, and 0 touchbacks. For number 43, Austin Seibert. All right, guys, so you may be wondering, how did we get to a 48-47 game in any game? Well, this is how it happened specifically in Bedlam 2018, and it all started on the first drive of the game. There we go. Because after the 60-yard carry we were talking about, Trey Sermon does capitalize off of it, gets a 1-yard touchdown run, 7-0 Sooners, 13:06 left. But then, Justice Hill, number 5, Justice Hill, ties up the ball game with a 1-yard touchdown run of his own, 7-7 tie, 11:59 left in the game. Then Oklahoma's backup running back, Kennedy Brooks. He's in there for the touchdown. He has his 1-yard touchdown, 14-7 Sooners, with 9:06 left. But we're not even done in one quarter yet. Here comes the corn dog. 31-yard touchdown pass from Kaler Cornelius, number 14, to number 13, Tyron Johnson. Touchdown, Cowboys, 14-all, 5:03 left. But then here comes the short of Austin Seibert's field goals. This one from 22 yards out, up and good for 43 Austin Seibert. 17-14 Sooners, 13:37 left. Then the corn dog, Taylor Cornelius, hits his second touchdown pass of the night. This one from 49 yards out to Tyron Wallace, number two, touchdown Cowboys, 21-17 Cowboys, 13:04 left. Then Kennedy Brooks gets his second touchdown of the night. Brooks from number 26, Kennedy Brooks, 45 yards out for the touchdown run. For 24-21 Sooners, 11:38 left. Then Austin hits his long field goal from 37 yards out to put the Sooners up by 6. 27-21 Sooners, 7:22 left. And then Kyler Murray adds another one. This is the touchdown pass. Number 1, Kyler Murray, touchdown pass to Marquise Hollywood Brown, 34-21 Sooner Boomers, with a $1.25 left. But you know what? Oklahoma State doesn't go away. Their backup running back, Chuba Hubbard, gets a 10-yard touchdown run with just 31 seconds left in the second quarter to make it 34-28. Oklahoma, though, still in the lead. As we go to halftime. After halftime, guess what? Chuba Hubbard back in the end zone. That makes it 35-34. Cowboys actually have the lead with 7:32 left. Here come the Cowboys. But you know what? An answer came a little while later, because with absolutely no time left, last play of the third quarter, our new running back, buddy Kennedy Brooks, gets in the end zone from 5 yards out. 41-35. Good guys. But in the fourth quarter, in fourth quarter time, in game time. Here we go. This is when it gets interesting. That's when Chuba Hubbard gets in for his third touchdown. But that's the good news for the Cowboys. But the bad news, the PAT was doinked off the upright with 12:20 left. So with 12:20 left, it is 41-41. That's when the preacher man, Trey Sermon, gets his second touchdown of the night. From a yard out, 48-41, with 3:29 left. Sooners now lead. 48-41. Then, but we're not done yet, baby. We're not done yet, boys and girls. They don't call this Bedlam for nothing. With 1:03 left, Taylor Cornelius throws his final Bedlam touchdown. His third one was from 24 yards out. Finds number 2, Tylan Wallace. Good. Mike Gundy and the Mullet. Their Gundy decided to go for 2. And just short. 48-47 Sooners. Sooners win. How did we get to this? Well, that's how we got to this point. Riley's right call of the game was the touchdown right before halftime. He didn't do a lot of deep passes today because of Oklahoma State's tight defense, but they did hit a 51-yard bomb from Kyler Murray to Marquise Hollywood Brown. That's the offensive play of the game. Defensively, the big deal for McNeil, I think we can all agree. Number 32, Hubbard, running back, takes the ball for the first down and is stripped shortly thereafter, reaching the marker, stripped by number 90, Neville Gallimore. Big guy fumbles it, forces the fumble, Big Kenneth Murray, the linebacker Murray, comes up with the fumble, recovery. All that happened in the fourth quarter. And Oklahoma was going to, State, by the way, was going to score. Remember, we were caught up in the same situation on our side of the sidelines. Remember a few years ago when Trey Sermon was about to go score? That's exactly what Oklahoma State was going to do. Until Neville Gallimore strips the ball. Which sets Oklahoma up to going back to Dallas, well, technically Arlington, for the Big 12 championship. If they win one of these next 2 games against Kansas and at West Virginia, Oklahoma will go to Arlington, is what's predicted. All right, guys. Stay tuned for more. Next week, we'll do a review of the Kansas Jayhawks and a preview of those aforementioned West Virginia Mountaineers. Alright guys, thanks for watching. You can catch this and all my other videos on the YouTube, Boomer Sooner 1982. Also, they're on my Facebook page, Harry James Taylor, and on my Twitter, @HypeManHarry. Alright guys, thanks for watching, and Boomer Sooner, everybody. Take care. Good win by the Sooner Boomers to keep their Big 12 championship hopes alive. 48-47 Sooners. See y'all next week. Boomer.